Okay, today we're reading on Harry and Meghan capitalizing or commercializing the grief of parents, and then I'm going to pull one card at the end from the Magic of the Unicorns deck for the parents, and just to find out from the energy, why are the parents allowing this? Of course, talking about the CBS interview where Harry and Meghan are talking about parents of children who have unalived themselves because of internet bullying, and Harry and Meghan pretending to be the experts, and they've now launched a website, won't you know it, supposedly to support the parents. There's some kind of a commercial theme, some kind of a commercialization, some kind of a monetization of the grief of others. It's very unseemly, and yeah, I will let the cards tell us. We'll let the energy of the cards tell us. Just clear my energy off these cards. And Harry, what are you thinking? Commercializing the grief of others. Bats in the belfry. You can achieve great things. So Harry thinks that this is him going back to his days of being a royal. When he was a royal, he had all these patronages and he could really help people. So this is his way of trying to recapture that energy for himself of being a royal, of being the center of attention, of being seen as the knight in shining armor, of being seen to be the hero. But I think he knows that it's just fake. I think he knows that he's not actually doing anything helpful. Phoenix of the waning moon. Something is about to end for now. Ooh, that is ominous. Oh, look at that little girl's eyes and how sad she is. This is a really, really important topic. This is not a thing that you can just dip your toe in, like make a pot of jam or, send dog biscuits to your mate. This is something that's really, really serious, and they really are commercializing off the backs of these children who've had the most horrendous experiences. This is just that energy makes me want to cry. Beauty and the Beast. The Beast, this is Meghan whispering in Harry's ear, we can make a difference. We can tell them how you suffered with your mum. Then that will help the parents. No. Yes, he lost his mum when he was young. He was just about becoming a teenager, and that was tragic. But that's got nothing to do with parents losing their children. That is a completely different thing. They are meddling in things that they've got no idea what they should be doing. They've got no right to be meddling in. And, it could lead to some more disastrous consequences. Snow White and her animal friends, you inspire confidence. So Harry really thinks that people are going to follow their lead. He really thinks that this is something that parents might turn to. But this person here in the front, there's Meghan. And look at those eyes. Look at that expression. Isn't that exactly how she looked at him in that CBS interview, that death stare? She just wants to gather people around her, things around her, accomplishments around her, trophies around her, so that she can look good. I'm getting that this is Meghan's initiative, and she said, come, if we take on this cause of bullying and mental health, nobody can argue that that's not a good cause. But the problem is, these guys are not experts. They know nothing about it. But it's just a way of, it's grief porn, like when she went to Uvalde and she used the death of those poor children to try and highlight her own profile. It's disgusting, quite honestly. And she knows that Harry still has a little bit of a following of people who still, because of his association with the royal family, that gives them a little bit of credibility. But she's just gathering trophies around her, and she's not really even concerned or interested in this venture. So I'm not even sure that this is going to go anywhere. Meghan, belong to your own dream. Create your own life. Well, yes, of course, she is creating her own dream. She is creating her own life. She's bored. She wants to do something new, something interesting, something exciting. but also she really can't be bothered to put the energy and the effort into this venture. So I actually think it's not going to come into fruition. She's still dreaming of the castle and the knight in shining armor and being the queen. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work the way she thinks it's going to work. Set your course. Yep, she is determined. Ooh, look at those eyes. She is determined. Know where you wish to go. Have a plan. The right direction. So she's got a plan and a strategy, but the problem with Meghan is she's got so many plans and strategies. That 40 after 40, that the jam, the interviews, the podcasts. What happened to Meet Me at the Lake? And that Pearl program. So she sets her course, but she gets bored. Yeah, see, she gets so bored after just 5 minutes that she does something else. She really thinks that she is the master of her own destiny, and she is in a way, because the way she has treated people has come back to haunt her. But I'm not reading anything in these cards at all about a concern for these children or their parents. Ooh, and it gets darker. Believe. Strange encounters. Yeah, and it was a very strange encounter to see Meghan and Harry sitting there with these parents pouring their heart out with the grief that they've had over the loss of their child. And this is a very, very dark card. And Meghan wasn't, you could see she was not happy whenever the camera turned off her and the focus went to other people. And look, there's her little crown in her make-believe world, and she's got a unicorn. So she just lives in a fantasy world, really, where she's the queen of the universe. But the problem is, if you want to help people, you really need to care about people. You really need to demonstrate care. And who is going to turn to this couple who have ghosted their fathers for help about parenting? If you don't know how to treat your parents, then your children are not going to grow up stable. Well, I hope they do. Clear that energy. I hope they do, but very often your children will not grow up stable. So again, I'm just getting Meghan energy. Excepting for this is the card of one of those children who've been through it, and this terrible couple is commercializing them. So if you like this video, please like it. Subscribe if you haven't. Oh, such a curious dream. Returning to reality. So once the shine wears off this, she's going to have to try and find something else. See, she's in her dreams. She's really just in her dream world. She's in her dream world. She thinks that this is the next big thing that's going to make her famous. This is the next big thing. Oh, where's my unicorns? Okay, well, the inner child cards wanted to speak, so I'll do this one first, and then I'll do the unicorns. This is, why are the parents letting these two use them in this way? Inner child. Become aware. Listen to the wisdom of the body. So what I'm getting here is that all these stars, these are the souls of the children that have been lost to their own hands. And these parents are aware. They know that what Meghan and Harry are doing is for their own commercial gain. They're very aware of that. They're very wise. They've been through the ringer. They've been through a more awful experience than most will ever go through in their lives. And thank goodness that it's only a very small group of people that have to go through this. But they're strong. They're standing in their power as parents, and they're doing this because the issue is something that needs to have a raised profile. The issue of children having meeting their demise after an online encounter or some kind of online issue, that's the issue that needs to be raised. So although Harry and Meghan think that Meghan thinks that she's using these parents, the parents are actually using whatever pulling power Harry and Meghan have to bring light to this very tragic issue. And now it's the unicorn card is going to be my very last card on this. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you think of these two monetizing and capitalizing on the grief of others. What is that? Caring community. Participate, belong, enrich your life. So the community of the parents that were there for that meet and greet with Harry and Meghan. They really are a caring community. Their children are at the center of their universe. They've reached out to each other. They're helping each other through an unimaginably tough time, and they understand. They're aware that sometimes people externally want to exploit them, but they don't really care about that. All they care about is this light being brought to the issue to maybe try and help one more child. So I don't think they think that Harry and Meghan can help at all in this new website that they've created. But what they do realize is that Harry and Meghan can bring some eyes to the issue, and they know who in their community is caring, and they know who in their community is just there for to use the issue to raise their own profiles. So just send these parents and the surviving children all our love and blessings.